march. So all of you take your textbook at the page number 219. The Dandi March. The Dandi March. In the previous classes we have learned some movements. Some movements we have learned. So now this is one of the movement, that is the Dandi March. Gandhiji decided to start his satyagraha by breaking the salt law. So this Dandi March movement is started by Gandhiji. So he started his satyagraha by breaking the salt law. How he wanted to start his satyagraha? By breaking the salt law. On 12th March 1930, Gandhiji started on a march along with a few followers. On 12 March 1930, Gandhiji started a march. March means a walk. Gandhiji started walking along with some followers. They walked nearly 300 kilometers. From the Sabarmati ashram to Dandi near Surat in Gujarat. They walked 300 kilometers from Sabarmati ashram. To Dandi. This Dandi is near Surat in Gujarat. After 25 days, they reached Dandi. So total 300 kilometers. In how many days? In 25 days. They walked 300 kilometers in 25 days from Sabarmati ashram to Dandi in Gujarat. On arriving at the spot, Gandhiji collected water from the sea, heated it and made salt. Thus he broke the salt law. In Dandi March, which law Gandhiji was broken? The salt law. By walking 300 kilometers from Sabarmati ashram to Dandi near Gujarat. At Dandi, he took some water from the sea and heated, then he made salt. Thus he broke the salt law. Thousands of people all over India followed his example and broke the salt law. People were beaten up and arrested. Gandhiji also was arrested. Sarojini Naidu took over the leadership. Next, round table conference. Round table conference. Round table conference. Gandhiji attended the round table conference in London. Gandhiji attended round table conference in 1931 as the representative of the Congress. So Gandhiji attended this round table conference in 1931. So where this round table conference was held? In London. Who attended to this round table conference? Gandhiji. Next, the Second World War. The Second World War. The Second World War broke out in 1939. The Second World War was broke out in 1939. England declared war on Germany. India was dragged into the war by the ruling British. It was an insult to our country. Actually, the Second World War between England and Germany. India. It means leave the India, give the power to the British people. So this happened in the country. So almost all the Congress leaders and many of the people were arrested. People throughout the country became restless. The movement became all the more powerful. Schools and colleges were banned. Hundreds of young freedom fighters were killed. Still, people did not give up. The movement grew stronger and stronger. At last, the British realized that they had to hand over power and leave the country. Indian leaders were released from jails and talks were held on granting independence to India. Independent India. Independent India. After the war, elections to the provisional legislative councils were held. The British got convinced that Indians could not be satisfied with anything but complete freedom. The Muslim League demanded a separate state for the Muslims. Since the Congress and the Muslim League could not come to any agreement. So finally, Muslim League party and the Congress party could not came in any agreement. It was decided to divide India into two separate countries, although it pained Gandhiji and many other leaders, so the Muslim majority areas were separated from Pakistan. All the people accepted the decision with great sorrow because their dream of a united India was shattered. At last, after a long struggle, India was declared independence on 15 August 1947. Finally, India got freedom on 15 August in 1947. On that day, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, hoisted the Indian national flag at Red Fort in Delhi. So, after independent India, who was the first Prime Minister? Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru was the first Indian Prime Minister. Very important, children. Who was the first Indian Prime Minister? Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He hoisted the Indian national flag at Red Fort in Delhi. So, this is the chapter about our struggle for freedom. Now, I am going to give you fair notes of this lesson.
Look, children, this is the first, second, and third bits. So, write this all bits in your social fair notes and in your textbook also. Third bit, children, answer the following questions briefly. First question: how did the British establish their rule over our country? Answer: there was not a powerful king to rule India. The British took advantage of the disunity among the Indian rulers. Second question: who were the important leaders who joined the revolt of 1857? Answer: Bahadur Shah, Tandia Tope, Nana Sahib, and Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. Third question: describe the tragedy that took place at Jallianwala Bagh. Answer: in 1919, a meeting was held at Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar in Punjab to express people's feeling against some penal laws. The British police surrounded the meeting place and opened fire on the people. Fourth question: why was 26 January chosen as the Republic Day? Answer: on 26 January 1930, people throughout the country took a pledge to struggle for Purna Swaraj. Purna Swaraj, that is why we chose that day, the 26th January, as our Republic Day. Fifth one, who was called Netaji? What did he do for India's independence? Answer. Subhash Chandra Bose was called Netaji. His slogan Jai Hind has become the national symbol of unity of our countrymen. Sixth question. Describe the Dandi March in your own words. Answer. Gandhiji decided to start his satyagraha by breaking the salt law. On 12th March 1930, Gandhiji started on a march along with a few followers from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi. Seventh question. What were the consequences of the Quit India movement? Answer. In 1942, Gandhiji asked the British to quit India. He told them to transfer power to the Indians and leave the country with immediate effect. Eighth question and answer. What was the demand of the Muslim League? How did it shatter the dreams of Gandhiji? Answer. The Muslim League demanded a separate state for the Muslims. India divided into two separate countries, although it pained Gandhiji. Next, fourth bit children, answer the following questions in a word or a phrase each. So, just we have to write the answer only in a one word. First question, who ruled India prior to independence? Answer, British people. So, you have to write this bit in your social fair notes, not in the textbook. Okay, first write the question, then below down answer, question answer. So like this you have to write in your social fair notes, don't write in the textbook. Second question, when did the first war of independence begin? 1857. Third question, name the queen who fought bravely and died in the battlefield during the first war of independence. Answer, Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. Fourth one, write the name of the Englishman who helped Indians to form the Indian National Congress. Answer, A.O. Hume. Next, fifth one, freedom is my birthright and I shall have it. Who said this? Tilak, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Sixth question, when did Mahatma Gandhi return to India from South Africa? 1914. Seventh question, what was the weapon used by Gandhiji? Answer, non-violence. Eighth question, when did the Jallianwala Bagh incident take place? Answer, 1919. Ninth question, when did Gandhiji start the non-cooperation movement? Answer, 1931. Tenth one, when did our country take a pledge for Purna Swaraj? Answer, 26 January 1930. 11th question, who composed the slogan Jai Hind? Answer, Netaji. Netaji means Subhash Chandra Bose. 12th question, what do we call Subhash Chandra Bose? Answer, Netaji. 13th question, when did Gandhiji begin his Dandi March? In 1930. 14th one, when did the Second World War break out? Answer, 1939. 15th one, when did Gandhiji ask the British to quit India? Answer, 1942. So, this bit, this bit write in your social fair notes neatly. So, all the bits write neatly in your social fair notes. Question and answers, fill in the blank, match the following, everything. You have to write in your social fair notes very neatly.